Welcome back to the channel. Well, as you can see by the title, this video will be about knowing your guns and knowing how to work on them. This rifle here is custom assembled by me. It was the first AR that I ever owned, first AR that I built. You don't really want to say built with an AR because you're just putting pieces together with screws and pins and whatnot. So you can't really say that you built it. Some people will say that anyway. I put this one together several years ago. I forget how many exactly now, probably 4 or 5 years ago now. And at the time I put it together, built it, I'll just say built, just for simplicity. At the time that I built it, it was kind of at the height of the gun scare. It was kind of just a little bit after the peak of it. Parts were starting to come back around. But if it tells you anything, the stripped lower that I bought, I paid $90 for this thing plus tax, maybe $95. And that was a very good deal at the time. It was about the best I could find, even online. I did buy this in a local gun shop. Thank you. But at the time, yeah, $95 plus tax, Tennessee tax, 9.5%, plus a $10 Tennessee background check fee. So just the stripped lower, you got a little bit of money in it, as opposed to buying one right now for like $35. But I've put thousands and thousands of rounds through this thing. I've lost count. I'm pretty sure it's over 5,000. But here recently, when I'd had it out here to the range shooting, I noticed that it got progressively worse. It wouldn't cycle all the way. So being the tech geek that I am, I thought, hey, I've got a great smartphone with a great slow motion function. So I set it up on my little tripod over here and recorded a slow motion video, and I could see that the bolt carrier was only coming back to about right there when I would shoot, and it would try to cycle around. That was towards the end of a shooting session anyway. I didn't have a whole lot of time to dig into it, analyze, see what the problem was. And most of you out there are probably saying, well, yeah, we know what the problem was. The gas block had come loose. When I put this gun together, tightened down the 2 set screws on the gas block really tight. But as with a lot of things, heat and time caused them to loosen up just a bit. So the gas block had scooted forward about a 1/4 inch or so, and I wasn't getting enough gas back here to cycle the bolt all the way. So I've taken it off, fixed that, put them on properly, set screws back on the gas block, and we'll see if that fixed it. Got 30 rounds of some Federal, American Eagle, 223, and we'll just do a mag dump here and just see how it runs now. Now this gun is no special Noveske, you know, any high name AR like that. It's pretty much all Anderson components. But since I've ran several thousand rounds through it, it has smoothed it up quite nicely. And this is the smoothest AR that I own right now. And the only bad thing about an AR, gas in the face. So, that mag ran just fine. Gas block's still in place. We'll run another mag through it, but I think we have a winner. Now, if I have any troubles this time, I would accredit it to this magazine. They're Hex mags. Pretty decent. But if I've had any issue as far as feeding and all that, it's been with a Hex mag. And this is one of their early models. I got a few of those when they first came out. But let's see. And what do you know? It ran just fine. as I pretty much expected it to. But this does get me back to my point here that if you are even remotely inclined mechanically, or mechanically inclined, you should be able to work on your own stuff, especially in AR. AK, some things can be a little more difficult. You might need some more specialized tools, such as a press, something like that. But as long as you got basic hand tools, you can do pretty much anything you need to on this rifle right here. I think we have fixed the issue and should be good for another several thousand rounds. So thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to do it yourself. I'm a big fan of that.